How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to episode 5 of the Kenshi Let's Struggle Season 2. In the last episode, Harold grabbed a few new recruits and also captured a Beak thing. They're currently trying to drag it back to Fort Harold, which is about an hour or two away. At Fort Harold, we got all of our characters and party members, but they're all pretty beat up. They're trying to do their task, but most of them got broken legs or arms, so it's kind of hard to do so. Luckily though, we do make it back to the base without any bandit attacks, so we don't worry about the Beak thing rising again. Now all we had to do was get the metal cage constructed, and then we could put the Beak thing into the metal cage and lock it in. And with that, we now had a 600 fucking HP elder Beak thing inside the cage. Now all that was left to do was for Harold to talk to it. So by talking to it and asking it if it wanted a crack, it of course would join us, and upon going to name it, its tail looked like it might get this video demonetized or flagged down. Try and recruit an elder Beak thing in Kenshi, you'll know what I mean. But I gave the Beak thing the name Imp Lord after a viewer and began to heal him. So I was pretty hype. I mean, we got a Beak thing, an elder Beak thing. He's fast, he's strong, and he's fucking bulky. And I also have a back of things mod because I am a man of culture. But after this, I now wanted to focus a little bit on the base. I had put down a new iron refinery last time, and this time I needed to put down a big house. Now, like literally a few seconds after this, there's already Band of Bones people moving in and chilling there. So of course, like half my people get knocked out and beat up even more. But I see how Imp Lord fights, and he does like 130 damage per hit. Smacking his fucking head against people is just, oh, it's really entertaining to watch, you know. It's sort of like a whack-a-mole. Either way though, we're trying to get things constructed, and we're constantly getting attacked by hungry bandits. This time it was a giant group of them, and thank God we got told about the bandit raid right when they arrived. So Imp Lord was the main fighter for this, you can say. You know, every time he swung his head, he could take it down a group of like 5-10 of them if they're all like really in a small area. So his area of effect is pretty fucking good. Limbs were flying everywhere and everybody was doing their best, but there was a lot of hungry bandits. Like, they just sort of kept on fucking coming in. Like, every time I went to go check someone, there's more and more hungry bandits. And it just got to a point where, you know, even Imp Lord, he wasn't going down from limb injury or limb trauma. He only got knocked out just due to the fact that he ran out of blood because of all the stupid starving bandits shooting him with arrows and shit. You know, very unfortunate, but luckily they didn't skin him alive for his meat. They actually funneled out of the base for the most part until another group of hungry bandits would walk into the base and begin to attack. So we now have round 2 of hungry bandits. You know, of course this doesn't go real well. Like, we lost about like 10 seconds, you know, just like in bed. And the Black Ninjas come over to raid us as well. Now, they end up taking out my only character that was conscious and doing shit. And then they leave and get into a fight with the Swamp Ruffians. At this point, I was like, holy fucking shit, man, I can't get a second to breathe in this game. You know, we got Imp Lord to cheer us up with his Whack-A-Bandit, but, you know, it is pretty fucking crazy, man. Either way, though, we couldn't really do much. The best we could do is just try and defend ourselves and get some defense experience and attack experience. But a new problem arises. There's now just a huge fucking swarm of these bandits that I had killed with Imp Lord in the middle of Fort Harold. It took a while to clean up, but eventually in the night, you know, we had most of the bodies disposed of, thankfully. Now Imp Lord was beginning to starve to death. He has a 0.5 times hunger rate, so he starves 5 times faster, which isn't that fun. Either way, he's still a strong unit for now, but I definitely need to be sending Skeleton Fox over to a way station in the border zone to go get some food. But we got no time to think about shit because Dust Bandits are at our gates asking to fight. We didn't pay for 2K cat last time. Maybe I should have, but you know what? Fuck it. They're dicks, okay? We're going over their next episode with this Beak thing of ours, and I swear to God, we're taking them all out. Fucking bastards made it such a pain in the ass. They take out everyone. They take out my skeleton's legs to like -100. Takes days to repair. Skeleton Fox arrives at the bar, and luckily we're able to grab some food as well as a few med kits. Now, I wanted to send him over to the outpost in the middle of a border zone because that's where the Adventurers Guild is. Over at the base, though, we finally had constructed the new iron refinery, so I could switch Ruka and Kang from the old one to the new one. And I also put in a research bench tech 3. The Skeleton Fox, once he arrived at the outpost, he went in and I made him grab a little bit more food, as we might as well just stock up for now. I don't think we'll have self-sufficient food for a little bit, but that's what we're trying to get recruits for. So I'm going to get a few hivers first, and then next time maybe some humans or skeletons. But back at the base though, as I'm waiting for Skeleton Fox to arrive with the food, I see there's something in the left corner of the screen. Of course, yet another, just a casual couple hundred pack of hungry bandits walking right by my base. This has only been like a day or two since the last hungry bandit outbreak. Like, we're basically like a fucking plague in this game now. And they stopped at the top right of Fort Harold, so I had to send everyone outside of the base to go attack them, as I wasn't gonna have my people mining and then get attacked by a bunch of fucking bandits randomly. And with that, the war would begin. You motherfucker, I will kill you. Boom, motherfucker. Pow, pow, motherfucker. Die, bitch, die. All fucking hell had broken loose. There's probably a couple hundred run-in bandits at a time. Some of them did run away, but most of them stayed around. So this was just a great opportunity for Implord to get some experience. He actually went up to above 100 in his stats during all this. Even though he got knocked out, he still probably took out about 100. Now the only thing I feared though was the hungry bandits winning this battle and then skinning or taking the meat from Implord. But luckily they wouldn't be able to do so, as even though we were outnumbered probably like 20 to 1, we were fine in all reality, okay? Like, we got Herald, we got Implord, we got all these top tier units that are pretty shit right now that are only going to get better in time. And for victory, I put in a new feeder for the animals, that way they can grab food from there easily. Now things are looking pretty good. We got the iron refinery upgrade, I'm upgrading the stone refinery as well, and Implord's doing pretty decent. He's not starving anymore, and he's great for clearing out these band of bones that just randomly spawn inside the building. Like, I haven't had a raid from a band of bones before, but somehow they managed to spawn inside of a bug house just out of nowhere. They got an underground tunnel or some shit. Now I got these benches that I think are put in from a mod, I'm not quite sure, but they let me do different things. I haven't looked too much into it yet, but do things like make books and ancient science books, but it's kind of hard to do, so just let me know if you guys all think that's like fucking super triggering or some shit. I'll probably still play with it, fuck you. Now I had Harold going to the way station because he could finally run again at a decent speed, and I needed to stock up on some food, some robotics kits, and heal up his leg. His leg had a lot of damage on it, and he wasn't going that fast. After this, I put in a weaponsmith over at the base right beside the bug house. That way we can begin making some weapons soon, as well as a windmill to power it. We definitely will need it, seeing as the hungry bandits like to take our weapons after they're done killing us. Now I still had enough hemp to put in a small hemp farm, so I began to do so. And the only problem with Shem is that the water is really weak around this area, except for where the lake is. So until I extend Fort Harold, we're just gonna have to make do with this, but I get the water tank in too, so even if it takes a few wells to power it, I'm sure we'll get by. This was good because we're not doing too good on mining and other stuff. I mean, we're doing good on it, but we're maintaining. We're not going over our output limits, really. And now, after a couple days, the recruit delivery finally arrived at the base. The Adventurers Guild people were waiting there with 4 different hivers for my choosing. So I went ahead and recruited 2 of them, 1 of each. So I named the Hive Soldier Drone 5 Bias, and then the Hive Worker Drone was named after Mr. Snaky. With that, it brings me to the end of this episode of Kenshi. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry it took a little bit to get out. I've been pretty busy with work and other IRL stuff. I do got lots of stuff and good ideas that I think are good ideas that I'm working on getting out. So if you ended up enjoying your time on the video, make sure you leave a subscribe, like it, or maybe share it, because that really helps me out. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.